Okay, the stream should be starting up any time now. So, hello to everyone who joins the stream or watches this after the date in which it premieres. As you can see, all these saves are currently corrupted because I'm playing on a Minecraft difficulty that is pretty insane. This update, unlike the last few, has completely changed the game. For now, I'm going to set it to the most broken setup because I'm going to do a world test. This is not going to be my survival run. I actually plan to do normal survival and then a hardcore survival, which I might turn into a series, kind of like what Luigi did, after I do some testing. But for now, I want to actually check out all of the new stuff that's currently been added in this latest update and see all the cool stuff I can find. Okay, it's already really weird. This is actually, if you noticed, a completely custom snapshot that you have to download. It's not official yet because Minecraft devs actually have to make you go to the site and download it, but it's because it's not yet complete. As you can see with this, I guess this is really crazy. It's a mini... Oh god, that's really laggy. Sorry. I just realized probably on your end too, it's really laggy. I'm gonna leave it on that. You know what, since this is a testing thing, I'm just not going to turn anything down, really. Yeah. But, as you see here, this is really weird. This is, I guess, what I've heard is there's mini biomes now. So this is a mini snowy taiga biome that's not supposed to exist, and I'm actually really happy it does, because that just proves how wacky this new update is. Along with this, a full-sized snowy taiga, or at least not snowy taiga, but a partially snowing taiga biome up in this mountain that's already up in the clouds. Look at this ruined nether portal. Might actually have to use the seed if it's really good. Projectile protection pants, that's not bad. But this is so unusual. This village right here, that's really cool. Then there's literally right across snowy... Doesn't even make sense. And then there's a literal tiny crazy cliffs and hills and cliffs biome. And then there's what I call the ultimate drowned grinding technique area. Or, if you also want to say it, a abandoned underwater city. But you can already tell this is insane for Minecraft standards. It's so insane that I'm going to actually have to do this with my render distance turned down. Normally I have my render distance on 32 chunks. Probably going to bring it down to 20, at least for the time being. Yeah, that dropped the frame rate issues pretty good. But as you see already, there's a lot more crazy hills and cliffs. This is very not intended. This is probably what you call a cursed seed, but it looks cool. I mean, look at this. Cows spawning in snowy taigas up on huge hills. Who wouldn't want to see this? These crazy mountains are why everyone loves the update. One of the first non-underwater ravines that I've seen since 1.17. No, it's not even a ravine, it's a huge cave. This is... Okay, I'm too excited. This is too awesome. This should not exist. It's that awesome. And then there's glow lichen everywhere, making this cave look so weird. Oh, I want to check this out base game. I'm not going to use the seed, but I want to check out everything. This is just too awesome. I'm sure I could even find a lush caves. At this rate, I'm gonna check everything out. Might find one of those trees that leads to a lush cave. Actually, isn't there a find command? Wait a minute, maybe not. That tree looks unusual. Maybe it's a normal tree, or maybe it isn't. I saw us off in the distance on this hill. Oh no, it's just two trees overlaying to look weird. Never mind. Okay, yeah, I gotta check out the lush cave first off. This is, for me, this is the most new thing. Okay, where am I? Exactly. This is not lush caves. I spawned in stone. Oh! So you mine down a little bit and then you find lush caves. Okay, some moss. That's normal. Actually, moss looks really cool in this cave. Okay, water doesn't line up properly. That's normal. But that's because it leads into this! Oh my god! Lush berry. The glow berries. I remember actually checking these out in my SMP, which, if you don't know, me and Snowshoe do an SMP. And yeah, that was a cool item we found on a shipwreck. And then, of course, always gotta remember drip leaves exist. And then azaleas, blooming azaleas, moss carpets. This update was worth the wait. I'm just seeing this one and it's awesome. And the fact that if you just look out this mountain face, it's right here. That's the most insane part. It's in the literal middle of your site. If you're just paying attention, you'll miss it. But if you're paying enough attention, you might see this looks weird, a crack in the ground. Oh wait, it's a lush caves. This is why I love this update so much. It's going to literally have everything. Let's see if I can find any more cool anomalies, like that one patch of snowy taiga by spawn. Yeah, literally I just found another one. Flower fields right next to snowy biomes that aren't meant to exist. Not meant to have snowy biomes like that. And then this is even worse. Naturally generated dripstones that aren't even under the ground. I get that that's part of the funny aspect of it being caves and cliffs, but that's not intended. And then just going down, the cave generation looks slightly different from my Minecraft SMP, but looks the same. All the stuff looks so cool. I remember seeing this basically same type of cave in my SMP. It's just they decided to make it so weird. All caves in the SMP we've been doing are pretty awesome. Like these small water lakes. Or maybe that's a hint towards being near Lush Cave. Okay, yeah, that was just a complete guess. But I never understood what the water was, and it was always near bedrock levels, so I was always confused on what it could be. I found water lakes like that all the time, in the strip mine and stuff like that. But that's just wacky to see. All of this is so wacky. And of course, it's a nice flower field, so there's a lot of flowers. And then look, I already found another room, another portal. I swear, this looks rigged. Like I've already set this up beforehand with a seed this awesome. So as you saw, I had to teleport to Lush Caves. I didn't even know that where it was. Curse Vanishing Boots, Meta Drops. This is too awesome to be real. This should not be a thing. Okay, now I'm blown away. This is unreal. Just mushrooms growing in a village casually. That's something rare you'd see, but it's not new. Cool village outposts, things like this that are in weird places, you could see it on a rare occasion. But the fact is literally through the middle of a forest, and it looks so perfectly shaped through that it looks natural yet unnatural. This is why Minecraft needs the 1.18 snapshot. This is just great. All of it. But this is only the beginning of the stream, probably. For the most part, this is me just checking out some of the cool things I can find. Actually, now that I'm realizing it, I wasn't even paying enough attention because look. Azalea tree. Rooted. Dirt. So mine down a little bit. A lot of it. Is this still root dirt? It is. Just mine down a ton. I meant a little bit, but I meant a ton. And look. You find Lush Caves. This is beautiful. No way! Lush Cave Mineshaft! I swear, this seed looks so unusually procedurally generated. It's not meant to be this unusual for a first attempt, yet this is just a normal seed. I haven't even found one that's outrageous. This is just a normal seed, and yet it's so insane. You want to call me someone who has already found the seed and that's just manipulating the game to make these awesome looking things, but no. Mineshaft in a lush cave. This is naturally generated seed. How is it this outrageous? It's all I can ask. It's just awesome. And there's drip leaves just occasionally sitting there because it's lush caves. I want this seed to be my new base seed for whenever I play a Minecraft world now. This is the king of seeds. In fact, I'm going to drop in the description. I want you guys to send me as many awesome pictures of this seed that you find of unusual sites or just cool looking mountain structures. Just send me anything cool about this Minecraft seed. And I'll go ahead and shout you out in my next live streams or videos, which are occasionally. But this is insane. I highly recommend, if you do find this stuff, you also send me the photos on Discord through my Discord server. Links in the description. But go ahead and copy the seed and check this out. Remember, you gotta download the early access test of the update, and you can actually test this out with me. I'm gonna dare all of you. Try to find the most either cursed, because it's that funny, unusual things, or to find the most cool and unusual things that just shouldn't exist in this seed. I know one of you is going to send something really, really awesome. I'm going to shout out anyone who I found something that looks really cool. So at least you have some choice and reasoning to actually send it. Yeah, I've lost the exit. This is what happens when you mess around too much. You forget which way you went and how to get out. Ah, here it is. Never mind. As you can see, it is now nighttime. I disabled mobs so that we didn't have to experience more lag with them spawning. But as you can see, this is a wonderful seed. It's unusual. They should not make mini biomes a thing, yet I love them. Look at this mini swamp. It should not exist. It's that broken that it looks unusual, yet fits in somehow. This is what you call great terrain generation, and something you should not patch. And look, this undersea area is just sitting here normally, and yet it doesn't feel that unusual, saying it's literally got a million holes next to it that lead down all the way down to these huge mine shafts. These are unusual things. But, sorry, my dad just wanted to see what I wanted to sauce for dinner on my food, but in the meantime, I'm just going to continue looking for these awesome views that would be cool for us to show off. Again, I want to see the best you guys can find on this world generation. I just spent 3 minutes of casually looking around in a cave and could not get out of the cave. It was just that awesome. And now I'm already finding another insane cave that I can't wait to see in the actual game. Snowy cliffs inside of a mountain cave. You just gotta love it. That's all you can say. You just gotta love it. Also, I'm going to test out powdered snow and see if I could find some in the wild. And yes, that can be the joke of today's stream, wild powdered snow. The issue is I gotta find it. Might not have spawned here. Who would have thought? All I know is I want to just keep checking out more of the seed. The more I look, it just keeps pulling me deeper into this world. I want to see more of it because it's just so cool. Even the clouds fit just perfectly. These rocky mountains covered in snow. Beautiful. Look, you see that weird terrain generation because the unloading and reloading of chunks? I already found an entrance to those huge caves. This would be an awesome place to have your house, just right there. And then to have this huge ravine with, the worst mob in the game. With only a very useful item that drops, that's literally all it gives. Then already another ravine that just drops. Not only that, but it leads to another cave, and the ravine drops into another ravine. Yeah, this is what you call repetitive, if it's literally going into the cracks of the earth. All I can say is insane. Unbelievable. The stuff just doesn't need to be in Minecraft yet because it's just too much. I don't think Minecraft is ready for this just yet. I know it's not going to change the game much, but just look at this. Who wouldn't love to find something like this and just build a house right in the middle? Or to go see what these caves are like. Okay, this one wasn't really a cave, but see what these places are like. It's just too awesome to exist. Minecraft should not have came out with this update yet. It's not ready at all. I mean, it's very glitchy overall, but it's too awesome to be a thing right now. And then just stuff like this. Natural wolf spawn, running around casually. While everything else here is just so awesome. And then the sunrise just making this even better. You can't find a world that shows how the new worlds look better than this one. I'm saying it now. This is just the best example of this world that you can find. Look, I just went around the map and found another village. And this one's even more buggy with literal taiga mixed in with... Oh no, it's not buggy, it just looks really weird. No, it is buggy. Look, this unusual water placement, unusual area. I wouldn't want to have my house or whatever is over there. This is an awesome village overall, because it's made with a new generation. Honestly, I don't think it's legal for me to put in the description a link to the actual experimental 1.18 test. The actual thing they've sent out for it, so that people can test it, but I want to send it out. I want you guys to check it out, but I know you guys are smart enough to just search up 1.18 Minecraft experimental test and to download it off the site itself to be safe. But even look at this. One of the rarest sites I've seen. A 4-block pine tree that just goes up. Just goes up. These are too cool to exist. Yet Minecraft has already added them in a way, and honestly, I want it to be added to base game already. Wish 1.18 could have already came out. I mean, look at this. It's so unusual, yet it makes me just so hyped. There's entire dams and stuff that lead to flooded cave shafts in the water of a desert beach that kind of looks like it's literally not supposed to exist. This wall, it's so unnatural that it shouldn't exist. Yet it just fits in because this world is, well, all I can say is new snapshot material. It's exactly what you'd expect. This will be a very welcome update, at least. I know majority of people will love to see all these unusual stuff. What should I check out then? I guess since I've seen most of the world itself. Other than the cool sites like, well, best example is the villages. Like this one right here still. And all of these 4 2x2 pine trees. Heck, even the cats are cute. And the Unreal generation even affects stuff like the villages. Okay, I'm gonna stop literally praising them for every little thing about this experimental update and check out what they currently have. I think it'd be a nice area around here. Nope. Look at this. Cursed yet beautiful. This is not how water should exist, yet I want this to be how they add water in Minecraft. I just want this to be what it looks like in the next updates, for weird terrain glitches like this. And for you to actually be able to spawn up here and be able to see this river and this cool water pillar, and to just flow down and fall into it. Land at the bottom to see another cave. It's not as big as the others, but it's still a cave. And to be in this huge, not even realistic, it's outrageous, entire area with another waterfall that... Oh, I found where I was earlier. Yeah, if you remember earlier in the stream, you'll remember this location very well. The sheer beauty of this island, with just how the new textures and renders make it, is just why the update should exist, why it should have came out, because it looks so cool, yet it's not properly built. Like this, deep ocean, tiny biome. This is what shouldn't be a part of the game yet it makes the game better because it exists. Tiny biomes are kind of a bad idea because if you're looking for a really huge, cool version of the biome and you just find a tiny version, it's disappointing. But if you find one just in the middle of a huge plains biome, you find a small desert biome and desert temple spawn inside there, I would be really happy to go explore that desert temple because it would be so unusual to work. Okay, I'm just going to check out the normal stuff now that they released in the actual update. And stop literally just going, this is too awesome. Right away, first thing you're going to see, deep slate of each ore. Everyone knows this already exists, and there's stuff also like block of raw iron, block of raw copper, block of raw gold, block of amethyst, and then there's stuff like budding amethyst, which I wish you could get with a silk touch, but you can't actually. I really tried to pick up a lot of it. You can't. Right away when you look in blocks, there's not too much new other than like the deep slate bricks and stuff. Smooth basalt, which they just added, I think. Might be wrong. I don't know much about it. All I know is smooth basalt and the calcite are in the new update as blocks you can actually find in geode, the outer parts of a geode, which is a really cool mechanic. I hope they make more with the calcite at least, but I do want to see basalt be able to also be changed and made better. Then decorations. I remember checking this out for a few minutes. Spore blossoms are cool. I don't know why these are technically considered decorations as much as other blocks, but in the category of something like a plant, the azaleas exist. And then there's stuff like seagrass, sea pickle. Only really new thing I've found is the spore blossom. I don't know how you actually obtain that in game. Then there's small drip leaves, big drip leaves, moss and moss carpet, which I actually checked out. You can also find hanging roots below the azalea trees, which are a really cool factor. If you find an azalea tree in the wild and dig down below it, you can and most likely will find the lush caves and thus axolotls. So it's a really cool factor. You're also able to find hanging roots on the bottom of that, and if you bone meal rooted dirt, you can actually find it easier. Along with that, there's a few new blocks like the glow lichen, which already came out if you play the 1.17.1. But then there's also like the deep slate walls. They're new, but yet they're just like the other stuff we already know about. Have they added dirt path recently? I actually forgot. But then there's large fern, tall grass. Those two items are pretty difficult to obtain. There's literal coral blocks. Those are normal. And then glow item frames and the signs have been updated. And then the amethyst stuff. And then pointed dripstone, which is also a pretty cool mechanical thing. Skulk sensor, which I actually want to do more redstone work on. I did a little bit before, but I want to test out more on it. That reminds me. What biome do wardens have to spawn in? I forgot what that is. What biome they're supposed to spawn in. If you guys know, that'd be nice. So that I could try to find them. But I might do also a small thing where we just try to find the blue axolotl. We spawn in as many axolotls as we can until we get blue axolotl. I'm not going to be mean. I'm going to use a bucket of axolotl instead of an actual axolotl. Spawn eggs so that they don't die of not being able to go in water. But not much is new in that category. They added all of these new ores because now you have to smelt more. Other than maybe the new axolotl spawn egg, this tab really looks the same. I forgot I clicked on that tab again. The glow berries, which I've done a few tests on. Hopefully when Snowshoe does another stream, you guys can check out how glow berries work even more. Then tools, there's the bundle, which is a new item. That one's pretty cool. I recommend checking it out. Wait, why is just like the best of each enchantment in a small category? Oh, that's enchantment specifically for this gear type. That makes sense. They actually changed that. But they forgot to put Book of Binding. They put Binding in here instead of the other one. No, they just forgot to put Curse of Binding in these category. But there's not much new here. I don't think there's anything new potion-wise, which means we pretty much went through all of the new items. With only a few. I'm going to try to see if I can find a blue axolotl. I'm going to place down as many of them as I need to find a 1 in 12,000 blue axolotl. Which I could use the command to spawn in naturally, very true. But at the same time, this is one of the best ways if you're just wanting to mess around. I am making this very, very flooded, though. There is a chance the axolotls will begin losing their homeland soon if I don't start refilling water in here. I'm currently unable to find a blue axolotl, no matter how much I almost lag out this game. As you see, there's a literal army of axolotls. Now, just for the sake of humor, I'm going to spawn in an Elder Guardian. It's highly likely all of these things will be killed by it, because it is a literal demon. Oh, darn, I just remembered I put it on peaceful. Never mind, that'd be cool, but at the same time, I don't want to have to go all the way into settings to change that. For now, it'll be like Axolotl City. But now I'm going to mess around a little bit with the bucket of snow. As you see it now, it leaves the coldness effect, which kind of gives me RLCraft vibes. Don't know about you guys. But at the same time, you can also place it up like a pillar to make kind of like a really cool... You know the whole thing with the spider trap that used to exist? Where if you used... If you used spider webs, you could drop people into lava, and they would have no escape other than to break the spider webs, which would literally drop them into the lava. This is basically like that, except much easier to kill with, because they're stuck in the snow. They can't get out. They're forced to go down unless they have leather gear on, but leather gear is one of the weakest in the game, meaning why would they have it down? It's an all-around bad idea for them to have leather gear on unless they're literally prepared for the snow. At the same time, if I do something like, say, fall through, it's not like how water works, which I noticed. If you're falling and try to walk into it, it's like a solid block, meaning you can't really pass through it like you do with water. Which is why it's a pretty cool aspect for it to be something new in the game. And the fact you're able to fall through it just even adds more to the cool factor of it. But for a block, it's definitely really fun. For a trap technique, it's really good. And for a challenge, it does not do much to impact the game unless you're literally just adventuring through all these biomes. Wow.